guys, this is going to be my incense, one of my incense videos. I know I'm not going to get to everything in just one video, but I figure I would show you at least my burners and then maybe how I store some of them. We'll see how long this video gets. Some of mine are a little fancier and some of them were a little bit on the pricier side, but they are high quality and they work very well at protecting furniture and stuff. But you can easily make incense holders and burners yourself. What I used to do before I got the holders, I have these little glass dishes. These were actually some of the ones that were my grandfather's. He used to use these as pudding dishes. He loved pudding. I don't eat pudding that often, so I use these for salsa and stuff like that, but I do have one in the back. It still has the setup if I wanted to use it that way, where I had rice in it. You could also use sand. And you could take your stick incense. I'll take one out right now that I have sitting here. I should have went back there and grabbed it, but I didn't think about it until after I got everything else. And I'll explain sticks and stuff like that. So this is a stick incense, if you're not familiar. I have cones and a couple other things, but we'll talk about them as we go. But these are the most common. It's got the little stick part. This is the incense itself, and then this is the stick where you can like put it into your burner and stuff like that. But I used to fill these with rice at least halfway. You don't really need to go any higher than that. And then you just stick it in there like you would like with your makeup brushes, how you have those set up. You would just stick it in there, and because they're standing straight up, you get the fragrance of the incense, and all the ashes just fall into the bowl. And you can get rice and sand really cheap. You get them at the dollar store. You don't need to go organic when you're using it for incense. So that's what I used to do before I got my burners. And you can use these. You can recycle like old candles, like Bath & Body Works. You don't even have to take the wax out. You can leave that in the bottom. Just put the sand and stuff on top because it's not going to affect it. Just anything that's heat resistant, something that's going to be protected. So that is a tip in case you want to burn incense and you don't know what to burn them in. But I'm going to start with, I guess I'll start with this. This is my smudge stick. Now, I know when you guys see it, you're going to be like, that is the world's largest joint. And it's not a joint, I promise you. This one is actually a mixture of sage and lavender. And there's also a little bit of rosemary in here. And I use this in the house, kind of like, just to get like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like for protection and to protect the house against evil and to protect everybody in the house and to protect family. These are typically used for protection. This is the bowl. This is what they typically use to burn smudge sticks in. It's an abalone shell. How beautiful is that? These are gorgeous. Look at the outside of this. Now, this shell cost me about $8. You can get them in New Age stores or Botanicas. I've seen them in Michael's as well. I'm not sure how much they are at Michael's, but this is the one that I got at my Botanica. I think they range about $8 to $9, depending on how clear the coloring is on them and how nice they are, you know. But this one is gorgeous. I know you probably can't see the color, but I love this shell. Sometimes I just leave it out the way it is. And you guys can get these and use these as ring holders and jewelry holders. You can burn candles in here, but if you're going to do that, I recommend a tea light because I wouldn't, just me personally, because I wouldn't want the wax to ruin this gorgeous, gorgeous shell. But you can put tea lights in there. These have so many different uses. I love these shells. I love shells in general, as you guys already know. But this is what, you light it, you blow it out so that it burns slowly. And you can just sit it in your little abalone shell. I will walk through the house with it and just kind of blow it, the little smoke around the house a little bit and bless the house and say prayers. So that is what I normally use this for. And it has a very pleasant smell. You can get these in so many scents. There's white sage, there's rosemary infused, there's so many different ones, but I personally like the lavender sage infusion because I like the smell of lavender. But that is that little setup right there. And I guess you could fill that up with sand or rice as well and put your stick incense in there too if you wanted. Okay, so next I got 2 cone incense and then I have 2 stick ones. What should we do first? They're all kind of, I guess we'll start with the stick. Now I showed you what the sticks look like. I got like incense everywhere. I'm an incense heavy right now. So this one is just a rose scent from Hem. Hem is one of my favorite brands. This is also a very easy to find brand. This I think I paid maybe 89 cents for. And these little guys are great if you're not sure if you're gonna like the fragrance at first, because they do come, the same company makes larger ones. This is also hem right here, and they do make larger ones. These go for about $2 to $3. It depends on the type and where you find them. I have seen them as expensive as $5, depending on where you're at, but I normally get these for about $3 or $4. But before I invest in the big ones, I always get a small one just to see if I like it, because I have bought incense in the past in the bigger packages and ended up not liking it. I ended up using them or giving them away, and why waste the money? So anyway, these are the stick incense. We have like a thunderstorm going on outside, so if you hear boom and banging, we're in the middle of a thunderstorm. I love this one. This is a rose scent. It's very clean. I would say this is like a traditional incense. I just really like the smell. I think you find this one a lot. Anyway, the first one I'm going to show you, this is a typical thing. I've seen them, these kind of burners at Walmart. I know that they sell them. She got this at a Botanica a few hours away from my place. But this is a wooden incense box. These are very, very cool. What I loved about this is that right here there's a little door. So if you wanted to, you could store your incense. Now, I don't think any of the packages I have, well, this would fit. You just put it right in. So you always have your incense with the box in case you needed it. Anyway, you open up the box. As you can see, I have used it. There is ashes in there. In one corner, there is a little cone incense burner, which is really awesome to have that option in there. And on either side, there is a little drilled hole, as you can see there. And that is where you stick the incense stick. Just stick it in that little hole. Now, some of the sticks are thicker than others. I don't think this guy is going to fit. This one is a little too thick to fit in there. What I've had done, I've taken, as you can see, I got some little used up sticks here in the corner. I've used these to kind of hold the stick up in the box and just balanced it there because there is enough stick that it's not going to burn the box. And then I put the lid on it to hold it in place. Now, you can hold, you can keep them open if you want. You can also close them. That's why it has the holes on here. Oh, I do have another burner that I need to show you. I should have gone and grabbed that. Oh well. We're going to go grab that burner in the meanwhile. So we're going to walk and talk. So it's going to get really dark. But anyway, what I like about that incense burner is that it's no hassle. You can close the burner and you're not going to worry. See, I told you it was going to get dark in here because it is in the middle of a thunderstorm. And hello. Okay, do not drop this. Anyway, I like this kind of burner because if there's a wind, or if it's a little windy, or you have a fan going on and you're worried about the ashes getting somewhere and God forbid starting a fire, you can keep it closed and you don't have to worry about anything. I really like this, which is why I use this one a lot. Especially in the summertime when you normally have fans and stuff going. I'm covered in ash. Because everything is in the box, you don't have to worry about it. So that is one of my favorite. And plus it's like the classic. I think when most people think of an incense burner, they picture something along these lines. And you can get these fairly inexpensive. They serve great purpose. Like I said, you can burn the sticks and you can burn the cones over there, as you can see in the corner. This is just a wonderful item and I love it. This is the one I use, I've been using more often. I use all of them, but that's the one I've been using the most often. Okie dokie, baby. Let's see what I got here. Got all kinds of stuff. More incense. There. Okay. Okay. I'm sticking with the sticks. This one. Hello, baby. It's probably one of the first ones I bought. I don't even know. I think so. Oh, wait. This is made out of pewter, and I love this one. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of the ocean, and it has 3 dolphins on it. And this thing is really heavy. You could really knock somebody out with this. I love this one. And the little hole is right here. And you just stick the incense after you light it right in there. And they do fall in here, but sometimes it'll go off the side of it, depending on how tall. This one is a little bit longer, so this would probably make a little bit of a mess. So I always have, you have to make sure no matter where you're burning your incense, that it needs to be in an area where it's safe. If it does fall off the side, you don't want papers or paper towels or cloth near your incense burners because you're gonna have a fire hazard. So I normally burn these guys in my kitchen, on my dining room table, on top of a trivet, something that's fire resistant or at least heat resistant. So that is what this guy looks like, and it is very heavy. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. I got this from my favorite shop. It's very detailed. I love the little blue, it's got little blue stones on it and the water. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I've used it a million times, a million. I love this one. One of my, oh, I love it so much. I love pewter in general, and when I found this was like my incense burner. I love it. This is the one I've been using forever, and then Joey's mother bought me this one for Christmas, and I love my dolphin one. Like I said, I've been having the fans on a lot lately. This one, a little bit of wind or a draft you'll have ashes everywhere, so that's why I haven't been using that one. This one is also a cone / stick burner, and this one I don't really use. I use this one more for decoration, and you'll see why. It is gorgeous. So here it is, guys. I found this at a mall that's literally at least 4 or 5 hours from my house. It's a place we go to like maybe once or twice a year. It is a huge trip kind of a thing. We went on my birthday this year. We don't go very often, but one of the trips I picked this up, and this was actually under $25, believe it or not. These have oriental dragons off of them. Look at how beautiful these guys are. Turn it around. They're simply beautiful. As you can see there. And the box itself just kind of looks like waves or an ocean kind of a theme. And if you look at the cover, it's meant to have the cover on, obviously. It's got these holes throughout the top so that it looks like that they're breathing smoke. So most of these holes are around where their faces are so that it looks like that they're having smoke coming out of them. And the inside of the box also has a place for the stick incense and for the cone. The cone would go right up in here. I don't know if you can see. Right up there is where you would put the cone. And down here you have this little nub. This incense is actually too long for it. But you could always trim it if there's a nub. As you can see, there is quite a bit of wood there, so you could just trim it, and this would fit perfectly in the box. I know it's like the same color as the box, but you would just put it on this little area here, and it would just burn inside the box. You can also use this box for storage, but if you're burning in it, I don't recommend storing your incense in the box. But this is definitely one of my favorite boxes. I mean, I love them all. It's kind of hard to not. This one I've been using for storage. Hello. I got everything in there. But from day one, I fell in love with it. It was one of those things that absolutely had to go home with me. I love how it's got that antique gold look to it. You know me, my dragons, guys. This is like love at first sight. I love him. So I'm going to put him gently over here because the last thing we want to do is to break it. Oh, okay. So it's getting a little long. So next we're going to do a video on my cone incense burner. So we did the sticks just now. And we're going to do the cone guys next, and then I guess I'll do maybe the storage of my incense next. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a series because some of you asked me to do that after I showed you some of my incense that I got for my birthday. So I was really excited that you guys were also interested in incense and that you guys also burn incense as well. It's one of those things with people that I meet them. They either really love burning incense or they think you're a weird. They paint pictures of what's the word I'm looking for? Like Hansel and Gretel, kind of a witch kind of a thing. So I don't, you know, it's a personal thing. I love doing it. It's like I burn candles. I burn incense as much as I burn candles. So it was very exciting to have such a huge amount of people interested in this kind of a video. So I'm very excited about that. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go on to my cone burners, and we're going to go from there. I'll see you in the next video.